She said, "Propose to me by Christmas or we're done." On December 1st, I said, "Understood." Then I proposed, on Christmas Eve, to her roommate. The text thread between them that night when she found out I, 31 male, got the ultimatum on December 1st at 7:43 p.m. "Propose by Christmas or we're done." Megan, 29, said it while scrolling through her phone, not even looking at me. We were at her apartment, the one she shared with Hannah. That's 3.5 weeks away. Plenty of time. Princess cut, minimum 2 carats. I already sent you links. Oh, and do it at my parents' Christmas dinner so everyone can see. Victoria got engaged at Thanksgiving last year and Mom's been weird about me still being single. Not, "Will you marry me?" Not, "I love you and want to spend my life with you." Just logistics for her Instagram moment. Understood. She smiled. Went back to her phone. I walked out. Didn't say goodbye. She didn't notice. Got in my car. Sat there for a minute. Then I deleted every ring link she'd sent me. The next 3 weeks, Megan texted constantly. Photos of rings, 18K, 24K, one for 31K. Venue options, color schemes, a Pinterest board titled Merce's Megan Thompson that had 1,200 plus pins. I replied with thumbs up emojis. She took that as agreement. December 20th, I was at their apartment dropping off groceries Megan had asked me to buy. She was out venue scouting with Victoria. Hannah was making dinner. "Hey Blake, Megan's not here." "I know, she wanted these specific organic eggs, $9 a dozen." Hannah looked at the receipt. "She's not going to pay you back for these. She still owes me $600 in utilities." We talked. She was a nurse, worked night shifts, wore scrubs with cartoon cats on them. She was real. Funny, made a joke about her patient who tried to smuggle whiskey into the hospital in a shampoo bottle. I laughed harder than I'd laughed in months. "So," Hannah said, 5 days until the ultimatum deadline. How's that going?" "You know about it?" "Walls are thin. Also, she's been telling everyone. Her mom called me yesterday asking what color dress I should wear as maid of honor. I'm not even friends with her. I'm just the roommate who pays rent on time." "What'd you say?" "That nobody's asked me to be in a wedding." Over the next 4 days, I went back to that apartment 3 more times. Always when Megan was out. Hannah and I watched bad reality TV, made cookies that came out burnt, talked about everything. December 24th, Christmas Eve, 2:30 p.m. I was supposed to be at Megan's parents' house at 3 for the big proposal moment. I went to their apartment instead. Hannah answered, "Blake? Aren't you supposed to be?" "I need to tell you something." "Okay." "I'm not proposing to Megan." "Oh, does she know that?" "Not yet, but I wanted you to know first because I'm going to propose to someone else." Hannah blinked. "Someone else? Who?" I pulled out the ring box. $4,200, simple setting, perfect. "You, what?" "Hannah, I know this is insane. We've known each other 3 weeks, but I've spent those 3 weeks realizing I've been with the wrong person for 2 years. So, will you marry me?" She stared at me, at the ring, at me. "Blake, Megan is expecting you at her parents' house right now to propose in front of her entire family." "I know. She's gonna lose her mind, probably. I mean, scorched earth, total nuclear meltdown, restraining order level of losing it." "Yeah, and you're asking me to marry you instead?" "Yes, we haven't even kissed." "I know." She looked at me for a long moment. "Okay? Okay, yes, I'll marry you. This is completely insane, but yes." I put the ring on her finger. Then I kissed her. First kiss. In their apartment, with a burnt batch of cookies cooling on the counter. My phone started buzzing. "Where are you? You're late." "Everyone's waiting." "Blake, seriously. Are you coming or not?" "Not coming. We need to talk." "You joke, Blake, this isn't funny." "Get here now." "I'm breaking up with you." 3 dots appeared, disappeared, appeared again. Then my phone exploded. 12 calls in 2 minutes, all from Megan. Then texts from her mom Denise, her sister Victoria, her cousin Ashley, people I didn't even know. I answered one call. "Megan, are you insane?" "I'm not proposing. We're done. Everyone is here, my whole family. They're waiting for the proposal." "You told them I was proposing?" "Of course I did. I already posted on Instagram that something exciting was happening tonight. My dress cost $400. I got my nails done. The photographer is set up." "You hired a photographer?" "For the proposal photos." "Blake, stop being difficult and get here." "No, we're not right for each other." "This is about her, isn't it?" "Hannah, my roommate." "I knew it. This is about you giving me an ultimatum and treating our relationship like a business transaction. You wasted 2 years of my life. You wasted 2 years planning a wedding to someone who never proposed. I hung up, blocked her number. Hannah was standing there, staring at her phone. She's texting me. What's she saying? Hannah showed me. Megan, you stole my boyfriend. You're trash. I'm coming home right now. Pack your shit. You have 24 hours. Hannah looked at me. I'm on the lease. She can't kick me out. Want to get out of here anyway? Where? My place until this calms down. We packed a bag, left. 20 minutes later, sitting in my apartment, Hannah's phone lit up. A group text. Megan had added Hannah, me, and 30+ other people. Since Blake is too cowardly to tell people himself, here's the truth. He dumped me on Christmas Eve in front of my entire family after 2 years for my roommate Hannah. They've been having an affair. Both of them are disgusting. Please share so everyone knows what kind of people they are. My phone started ringing. My mom. Blake, what is happening? Some woman named Megan is posting about you online. Mom, I'll explain everything. But the short version, I broke up with my girlfriend who gave me an ultimatum. Then I proposed to someone else. How long have you been seeing this someone else? 3 weeks, sort of. We were just friends until today. Silence. Mom, is she nice? Very. Does she make you happy? Yes. Then congratulations, send me a picture of the ring. Update 1. Christmas Day was a disaster. Megan showed up at my apartment building at 6:17 a.m. Building security called me. Sir, there's a woman here demanding access to your unit. Says you stole something from her. Don't let her up. I'll come down. Found Megan in the lobby. Denise and Victoria were with her. All 3 looked like they'd been up all night. Where is she? Megan demanded. Who? Hannah. That home wrecking. Careful. Give me back my ring. What ring? The ring you were supposed to give me. The one you bought for me. I never bought you a ring, Megan. Liar. You proposed to her. That was my proposal. My ring. My Christmas. That ring cost $4,200. You wanted a $24,000 ring. Different rings, different people. Denise stepped forward. Blake, please, she's devastated. Can't you just talk to her? We did talk, yesterday, when I broke up with her. You humiliated her in front of the entire family, Victoria snapped. She humiliated herself by telling everyone I was proposing before I agreed to it. You led her on, Megan screamed. 2 years, you owe me. I don't owe you anything. Security moved toward them. Ma'am, you need to leave. This isn't over, Megan said. You're gonna regret this. They left. I went back upstairs. Hannah was making coffee. How bad? Bad. My phone buzzed. Email from my work address to my boss and my entire team. Subject, Blake Thompson, unprofessional conduct. I'm writing to inform you that Blake Thompson has been engaging in an inappropriate relationship with another woman while in a committed relationship with me. He lacks integrity and moral judgment. Thought his employer should know. Signed, Megan Patterson. I forwarded it to my boss with a note. This is my ex-girlfriend. We broke up yesterday. This is harassment. Boss replied in 5 minutes. Got it. Ignoring her email. See you after New Year's. But then, HR called. Had to explain everything. Timeline, texts, the whole story. They documented it, cleared me, but the damage was done. Everyone at work knew. December 26th. Got a certified letter from Patterson and Associates Legal Group. Megan was suing me for $50,000. Breach of promise to marry, $20,000. Emotional distress, $15,000. Reimbursement for wedding preparations, $10,000. Damage to reputation, $5,000. Called my cousin Lucas, he's a lawyer. Blake, breach of promise suits don't exist anymore. This is nonsense. Will I have to pay anything? Legal fees to respond. I'll do it for $500. Family rate. Lucas sent a response that basically said, your client has no legal basis for any of these claims. Breach of promise is not actionable in this state. She cannot sue for emotional distress over a breakup. She cannot sue for wedding preparations for a wedding that was never agreed upon. If she continues this frivolous litigation, we will countersue for harassment and seek damages. Never heard from that lawyer again. December 28th. Hannah's car got keyed. Homewrecker carved across the driver's side. $2,800 in damage. Building security footage showed someone in a hoodie, face covered. But we knew. Filed a police report. Hannah filed for a restraining order. December 30th. Got a call from the hospital where Hannah works. Miss Foster, we received a complaint about you from someone named Megan Patterson. She claims you're having an inappropriate relationship with a patient's family member and are emotionally unstable. Hannah's supervisor knew it was BS, but she had to investigate. Hannah showed her everything: texts, the lawsuit, the keyed car. File that restraining order, her supervisor said. Document everything. This is harassment. January 2nd, new development. Megan created a website, therealblakethompson.com, posted photos of me, claimed I was an emotional abuser who manipulated and gaslit her for 2 years before abandoning her on Christmas for her roommate. Had a whole timeline, quotes I'd supposedly said, screenshots of texts taken out of context. Lucas sent a cease and desist. Website came down in 8 hours, but screenshots lived forever. January 5th, Denise called. Blake, we need to talk, in person. Met her at a coffee shop. She looked exhausted. I need to tell you something about Megan. Okay? She spent $18,000 on wedding stuff. Before you proposed. Dress, venue deposit, photographer, invitations, decorations. She maxed out 2 credit cards. Why are you telling me this? Because she's trying to sue you for it. But it's not your fault. She made those choices. She's been planning this wedding since October. She gave you the ultimatum because she'd already spent the money and needed you to follow through. That's insane. I know. She's living with us now. Can't afford her rent. Victoria's furious because Megan tried to convince her to let her have her wedding venue date since Victoria's already married anyway. I'm sorry she's struggling, but I'm not asking you to help her. I'm asking you to understand that this is who she is. She wanted a wedding, not a marriage. She wanted an Instagram moment, not a partner. Thank you for telling me. One more thing. She bought a $6,200 wedding dress. Custom. Non-refundable. She's trying to sell it online, but nobody wants it. Every time she looks at it, she spirals. Denise left. I sat there thinking about Megan spending $18,000 on a wedding that didn't exist. January 8th. Restraining order hearing. Megan showed up. No lawyer. Just her and Denise. Judge reviewed everything. The texts, the email to my work, the lawsuit, the keyed car, the hospital complaint, the website. Miss Patterson, did you do these things? He ruined my life. That's not a yes or no answer. Did you key the car? I was upset. Did you create the website? He deserved it. Did you contact his employer? Someone had to tell them. Judge was not impressed. Temporary restraining order granted. You are to stay 500 feet from Mr. Thompson and Miss Foster. No contact, no social media posts, no third-party contact. Hearing for permanent order in 30 days. Megan started crying. This isn't fair. He cheated on me. According to the timeline, he broke up with you before starting a relationship with Miss Foster. That's not cheating. They were seeing each other behind my back. Hannah spoke up. Your Honor, I work night shifts. I was rarely home when Blake visited. We watched TV twice and made cookies once before he broke up with Miss Patterson. That's the extent of our relationship before his breakup. Judge granted the temporary order. Outside, Megan tried to approach us. Her lawyer, a new one, stopped her. Don't, you're violating the order already. But I heard her yelling, you're going to pay for this, both of you. January 15th, Victoria texted me. Need to talk, not about Megan, about her dress. What about it? Can you buy it? She's desperate. She'll sell it for $3,000. She needs to pay rent. Why would I buy a wedding dress? To help her move on, to be the bigger person. No, you ruined her life. She ruined her own life by spending $18,000 on a wedding that didn't exist. Victoria called me every name in the book, then blocked me. January 22nd. Different approach. Got a call from someone named Dylan. Hey man, this is Dylan, Megan's friend. We need to talk about what you did to her. What I did? Breaking up with her on Christmas. That's cold. She gave me an ultimatum. So, she wanted commitment. You're supposed to be a man and step up. Dylan, I don't know you. Don't call me again. He called 2 more times. Then sent texts. You're a coward. Real men don't break hearts on Christmas. Hannah must be really good in bed for you to dump a girl like Megan. Blocked. Reported to police as harassment related to the restraining order. February 3rd, permanent restraining order hearing. Megan showed up with an actual lawyer this time. They tried to argue she was just exercising free speech and I was overreacting. Judge reviewed the new incidents. Dylan's calls, Victoria's harassment, more texts from unknown numbers. Miss Patterson, are you orchestrating harassment through third parties? I don't know what they're doing, but they're your friends and family. I can't control them. You can tell them to stop, have you? Silence, permanent restraining order granted, 1 year. If you violate it, you'll face criminal charges. Megan's lawyer looked defeated. They left without a word. Final update, it's been 4 months since Christmas Eve. Haven't heard from Megan directly since February. The restraining order's doing its job. But the grapevine's been active. Through mutual friends. Megan moved 2 states over, living with an aunt, working at a department store, still telling everyone I cheated on her and ruined her life. Tried to get Victoria to talk sense into Hannah about stealing someone's boyfriend. Victoria told her to move on. Started dating someone new in March. Gave him an ultimatum at 6 weeks. He dumped her. Denise sent Hannah a card in March. Congratulations on your engagement. Thank you for showing me what my daughter needed to learn. Sometimes the best lessons come from the hardest losses. Victoria unblocked me last week. Said one text. Megan's asking mom for money to buy another wedding dress because she's manifesting a proposal from her new boyfriend of 3 weeks. I finally get it. You dodged a bullet. Be happy. As for me and Hannah, we're getting married in October. Small ceremony. Her family's great. They think the burnt cookie story is hilarious. My family loves her. My mom said she's the first girlfriend you've had who talks about something other than wedding planning. Moved in together in March. Different building, fresh start. She still works nights, I still work project management. We still make burnt cookies. Still watch reality TV where people get engaged after 2 days and laugh at how insane it is. The ring still fits perfectly. Work's been fine. That initial email from Megan got dismissed. A few people had questions, but once they heard the timeline, most people got it. One coworker said, "Man, imagine spending $18 on a wedding to someone who never proposed. That's wild." Yeah, it is. Sometimes I think about that December 1st conversation. If I just ignored my gut. Bought the $24,000 ring she demanded. Proposed at Christmas dinner. Married someone who saw me as a checklist item. We'd have been divorced within 3 years. After she'd spent even more money on a wedding, maybe after kids. Instead, I made the call. Walked away from 2 years and a lot of people's expectations. Proposed to someone I'd technically known 3 weeks. Sounds crazy. It was crazy. But here's the thing. Hannah never asked for a timeline. Never demanded a ring. Never planned a wedding before I proposed. She just said yes to me, not to an Instagram moment. Megan got her Christmas proposal. Just not from me. Not the $24,000 ring. Not the photographer. Not the perfect Instagram story. She got the consequence of treating people like props in her life plan. And I got someone who wears cat scrubs and makes burnt cookies and doesn't need an ultimatum to know they want forever. Fair trade. P.S. Megan, I know you're still checking my social media through burner accounts, Victoria told me. So here's the thing. That dress you bought? The $6,200 custom one? Should have waited for the proposal. That venue deposit? Should have had the conversation first. That photographer you hired should have made sure the groom agreed. You didn't lose me on Christmas Eve. You never had me. You had a timeline and a checklist and a Pinterest board. I was just supposed to show up and play my part. Hannah got the proposal because she never asked for one. She got the ring because she didn't demand one. She got Christmas Eve because she made it about us, not about a photo op. Hope you find someone who's okay being a supporting character in your wedding fantasy. Just maybe check that they actually want to marry you first. Cool? Cool?